What's
Hi,
happening?
Pops.
Welcome to about the 500th episode of Comic Cross Pond. No,
Cough it up, cough it up.
I don't really know. I think we're probably somewhere around episode 300.
Have we? Right.
We've been doing this for 5 or 6 years, so
Well, we have. I mean, I must admit, I don't actually know how many episodes we've actually done, to be
I'm
honest.
sure it's over 250 and
Oh,
approaching
yeah.
300 because we don't miss a lot of weeks.
We don't normally, I mean, I know I've got one or two things on coming up over the summer, but I'll let you know in advance as always.
Well, I was just going to let you know one. Um,
Hmm.
due to the fact that I will be traveling between the 17th and 25th, I think, 26th, something like that. The show on the 21st, I'm not sure what kind of internet or availability I'm going to have there. I
Hmm.
can almost guarantee it's Sunday morning in New Mexico, and I'm going to be at church with mom.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I can
Well,
pretty
we can have
much.
that Sunday. I was going to say we can actually have that Sunday off because the day before is when my sister has to do the big move, and I'll
Oh,
be
yeah,
recovering.
yeah. Okay, so the 22nd, we just take the day off. I'm letting you
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know the itinerary once I get to New Mexico. I know there's a lot of family stuff going on. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going to be online much at all.
No, yeah, I don't think you will be, to be fair, Pops, because I
Probably
mean,
late
you know
night.
what they say, family comes first.
It'll probably be after mom goes to bed at night. Then I'll come out and I'll handle stuff.
Yeah.
But I probably won't be available during the day to do anything.
No,
You know?
no.
So
And that's understandable as well. So yeah.
that's kind of how I'm planning it now. Me being me and knowing that I don't need a lot of sleep, I'll probably still be able to get my stuff done in the middle of the night as long
Yeah.
as I have a good connection. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
if I don't have good Wi-Fi there or whatever, that the uploading and downloading of Roku shows might get damaged a little bit. It might take me a little while to get that stuff done.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
everything else should be okay. You know.
Yeah. That's good.
Dustin will be available to pass admins, stuff like that. Jerry Hines also got the backup on, anybody needs anything between them two, you should be able to get it. We also have NEMS always, available to help out when needed. Everybody's got each other's back. You guys know how to do this. Um,
Yeah.
we've been doing it long enough so that I'm not worried about not being there for a week other
Hmm.
than the stuff that only I can do. Only
Yeah,
I
of
can make
course.
sure these shows go to Pilled and Rumble.
Mm.
Okay. Only I can do that. Nobody else has access to that account and can do any of that.
Yeah.
They'd have access to everything that I do in order to do that for me. And it's just, Kaz has access and he don't even want to mess with it because it's just too much. People
Mm.
don't understand, man. I can't train somebody to do what I do.
No,
They
no.
you know what I mean? They'd have to just be doing it with me and learn as you go
Hmm.
yourself. Because I'm still learning. I still pick stuff up that, oh man, I could have been doing
Oh,
this for,
yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So um, I wouldn't I wouldn't wish what I do on somebody else as
Mm.
far as the workload goes,
Yeah.
because it starts early and it ends early the next day.
That's it. That's
You know
it.
what I mean?
That's it.
It starts early and it ends early the next day. I pretty much there's different times a day on every day is different, and there's different times I have to be available to do stuff. You
Yeah.
know, setting shows up on Pilled and Rumble. You can't do that until the last show ended.
No.
Okay, it's not like YouTube where you can set up 15 shows
Mm.
in advance. You can only set up the one you're about to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So as soon as this show's over, I got to go to Pilled. I got to go to Rumble. I got to set up a Dave Brink show.
Mm.
See, and if I'm not available between these two shows to do that, they don't go to Pilled and Rumble.
They don't.
So that's, I mean, like I said, I have to be available at different times every day, all day, in order to get all these shows going where they need to go.
Mm.
I wouldn't wish this ridiculous, weird schedule of work on anybody, And then there's the late night where you have to take all the stuff, you have to upload it to our server, and then you have to upload it from there to Roku, and you have to make sure that all the descriptions and all that stuff is correct. You don't want it going up on Roku and being wrong. You don't want errors. You don't want any of that when it's going up to Roku. So you're vigilant about how it's not, it's you got to be very, vigilant about how you put things up,
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, there's so many different facets to what I'm trying to accomplish right now. And then I do stuff like last weekend.
Yeah, well, that's true. You did.
Which also makes the whole weekend schedule. I mean, it just adds that much more pressure to me to get stuff done. And only now I'm sitting at a con table and I need to get network stuff done.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So that too was like a new added amount of pressure over the weekend to try and make sure this worked. We had a blast. The only hiccup was the quality of the Wi-Fi, which went right to talking about getting us a better Wi-Fi antenna, a directional antenna. So that won't be a problem going forward. Fix that right away. We just we're trying to always bring you a better product, basically. So, I'm still a little wiped out from last week.
Yeah, well, you will be, because, I mean, like I said, there was a lot happening last weekend for you, wasn't there?
Well, and then I had to really push myself this week to get caught up on everything I did over the weekend.
Exactly.
So, on Sunday night, I'm 3 days behind on Roku uploads and all that, right? I'm completely behind on everything. And as of right now, I'm completely caught up on everything. So I pushed myself to get the work done this week after an exhausting weekend.
Well, all I can say is you've done very well, I think.
Well, I mean, I do my best. That, like, last week during the con, we did Drink with Brink, and one of the things Dave asked me was, do I feel the pressure of all this for it to be, the pressure of getting it all right and making sure it looks good and presentable and all of it, right? I mean, and I said, there's definitely pressure to building something this big with this many people involved. And you got to make sure that you're taking care of all the people in the network and making sure that you're getting what they need, getting them what they need, and they're getting you what you need so that the network runs smooth. We have people that do tape shows. We have, people that, make a different thumbnail every week. They got to make sure they get it to me so that I can put it on the, set up on the extra shows, the Pilled and Rumble shows. There's just so much that you got to do and remember. And,
Take a breather.
Well, it's like I got this trip coming up, right? And everybody's like, "Yeah, man, just go ahead and rest while you're." And it's not gonna be like that.
No. Well, obviously not. But I can see where people are coming from with that.
I wish it was just a go rest vacation, but I mean, I'm going to be dealing with a whole bunch of stressed out, hurting people, and then still be hoping everything's going smooth on the network. But I mean, like I said, I know I got Dustin. Dustin's got my back as far as transferring admin, stuff like that. I think between him and Jerry and them, any problem that comes up, no matter what it is, I'm sure they can figure it out, or or at least find me between the three of them. One of them be able to crack the shell and get to where I'm at if they need me for something, you know.
Yeah.
Dustin's right over there in the field chat right now. What's up, Dustin? Thunder nerds, thunder nerds, thunder nerds. Pod. All right, so y'all know we got a million different things we do on this show. We're going to start out with our weekly read, which is Superman number 241, I think, and
it is. Yeah, I missed out 240 because there was no backstory. You know, to the continuing story from the the one we started a few issues back.
This is the 6th part of the story arc we've been following, even though there was a fill-in episode or a fill-in issue a couple times during this run. We're still talking about the sand creature or whatever.
Yeah. Well, this is the penultimate episode of this story because the next issue will conclude this storyline.
Right.
So
are up.
Right. Okay. So as you can see, we've got the cover to issue 241. And it's introducing the shape of fear, as it's called, and Superman and the Superman doppelganger, I suppose you can call them, are being dragged over a bridge by the looks of it. So that's your only 25% bigger and better issue, it says on there as well. So we'll just move into the splash page. So it opens now. It's going to be slightly confusing because it was kind of a continued story from the previous issue that I've not done because the sand creature wasn't in it. So it does. So this does involve Diana Prince and Ai Chang, from when they were working together in their comics. So there will be a little bit of wondering what's going on, but we'll read the synopsis to what's happened in the previous issue, just so as you know. So this is brought to you by Danny O'Neill's story. Art was by Kurt Swan and Murphy Anderson, and editor was Julius Schwartz. So, and in the write-up it says, it was only moments ago the Man of Steel won his hardest battle. For deprived of his powers, he triumphed over a trio of deadly, determined killers. Now he stands bruised and panting, hearing the anxious words of the Oriental wise man, I Ching, and making a decision that could affect the future of the Earth. And as you can see, the episode title is indeed called The Shape of Fear. So, I Ching saying, you are injured. Permit this ancient person to tend you. And Superman saying, forget it, Ching. Just a couple of bumps. I'll be fine. In fact, you can forget everything, including your attempts to restore my super abilities, because I'm finished being anybody's Superman. Oh, no. So he's saying, you would renounce your strength, speed, invulnerability. You wish to remain an ordinary mortal? That's exactly what I wish. I've had a taste of glory of being normal, to win through determination and courage, to be no more than myself and no less. For years I've been dreaming of working and living as a plain man, without the responsibilities, the loneliness of Superman. Your attitude is understandable, but I beg you to reconsider. One does not choose responsibility. It is often thrust upon one. To refuse it is to commit a worse act of cowardice. Look around you, see a world burdened with misery, with untold agonies, a world which has need of you as you were. All right, perhaps you're magic. I shall forbear expressing the pity I feel for you. I'm ready. You can begin. A moment, Superman. I must first deal with the would-be assassins.
What does he mean, deal with?
Well, I'm not quite sure what he means by that myself, but that's what he's saying. He must deal with the would-be assassins. So anyway, a burst of yogic energy to the brain centers will ensure that they do not awaken before our task is accomplished. So he's kind of putting them into some kind of trance, I think, by the looks of it. So they were unconscious to start with, I guess, from the previous issue. Now, I ask you to relax, become as the wind, free, unfettered, a part of nature. Release all hold on mind. Let your spirit roam loose. Some call it psyche, some call it soul. Whatever its name, there is in any human something that is not material. And it is this which rises invisible from Superman's still form. The lights dim and a breeze of eternity passes into the room. And that reminds me of Doctor Strange leaving his body, but there you go.
Sure does.
Sure does. Go, seek the lost powers, bring them hither, quickly. So Superman's still there and his spirit's going. So there you go. Obediently, the unseen figure moves with the swiftness of the angels across the night-shrouded sky, a being untouched and untouchable. Finally, stopping to hover above a bandshell in Metropolis Park. Below, a figure stirs uneasily in the silent darkness. Suddenly, the figure hurtles upward, as though drawn by an irresistible force. In the air, the two unearthly creatures face each other, and a silent, eerie struggle begins. A fierce tugging, a draining. A few tense seconds, the man-shaped thing struggles, racked by spasms of agony. Then it drops to the grass, lies twitching. Clawed fingers reach out and seem to rip a hole in the very fabric of existence itself. While wrapped in an aura of power, Superman's spirit flies to rejoin his body. Scant microseconds later, he has returned. I sense a difference in the chamber and a difference in the wraith of Superman. But was our attempt successful? He's thinking. The merging, the rejoining of body with soul. Soon I shall know. Did anything happen? That is a question only you can answer. Here, test yourself with this steel bar. No problem bending it, but that's not much of a feat. I'll have to try some really difficult stunts. Win or lose, Ching, I'm grateful for your help. So, he's ripping the door off the hinges. He's saying, oops, sorry about that. I'll get you a new door. And he's saying, no need, the matter is small. So he moves on, up and away. He streaks out into the eternal cold of space. I'm having no difficulty navigating in the void. Test 1 passed, he's thinking. A meteoroid, just what I need for test 2. No lack of strength. That punch was as good as any I've ever thrown, he's thinking to himself there. Let's see how fast I am. I'm moving at about 10 times the speed of light, quick as the flash. So I'm okay in that department too. Now to check my vision. Telescopic vision, check. I can read the numbers on the bottom of a coin. Locked in a basement vault in Moscow. X-ray vision, check. So he's passing all his tests so far. I'm itching to use my abilities. Ah, there's my chance. A purse snatcher. Stop thief, she's calling in the background. Blurring into motion, the action ace begins by digging a furrow deep into the street. I'll soon have quite a surprise for that grab artist. The foundation's dug. then borrows several tons of cement from a nearby construction site. Finally, he mines and transports approximately 20 carloads of granite and hurls them together.
Right. Where you at?
Look at all that. Look at all that. He's all over the place here. What? Where'd this jail come from? I built it, especially for your benefit. Suddenly, the air is filled with the din of horns and the rattle of angry shouts. A wonderful stunt, Superman. Now, would you mind moving your fine work of architecture? Of all the dumb, putting a grotty building smack dab in this street, right in the middle of rush hour. So the locals aren't happy.
Yeah.
You're inconveniencing more than one harried citizen. I'll take this fella to the regular lockup. Sorry, officer, guess I got a bit over-enthusiastic.
Yeah.
It's not as fancy as yours, but it serves. You what?
He could have just like picked him up.
He could have done. He could have done. But anyway, he's dismantling it all again, and he's taking the purse grabber away. Later, the same afternoon at an army artillery range. Pardon me, Captain. I have a favour to ask.
Will
Sure,
you shoot
Superman.
one of those at me, please?
Sure, Superman. Ask away. Would you mind having your men shoot at me? And one of the soldiers is like, got a question mark, thinking, what?
What?
Well, if that's what you want, prepare to fire. It's Superman. Ah, those 88s bursting off my skin are like a cool rain, he's thinking.
Mhm.
I suppose it's been quite a privilege for you having such a distinguished target. Oh, sure. Superman's talking kind of nutty. That's what I was thinking. Well, next time you want to test an H-bomb or something, let me know. And as you can see, one of the soldiers is sort of pointing to his head saying, is he all there?
It's a little bit, yeah.
A bit loopy. A few days later, though, Diana, in brackets Wonder Woman Prince, reads the headlines to her mentor, I Ching. Superman goofed again, fixing a leaky pipe. He wrecked an entire water system. That's the 5th mistake he's made recently. And I Ching's saying, I fear serious problems are underway, Diana. So there's obviously something going on. So he's ringing up now, Mr. Kent. He's saying, I beg the kindness of a meeting with Superman in New York, because don't forget, he doesn't know that Clark Kent is Superman. So there you go. So he's saying, sure, Ching, old friend. See you atop the Empire State Building in an hour. Or does he know? I'm not sure. Then that fellow in the red convertible, he's speeding. No crime is too small for Superman's attention. I won't be too harsh on him. After all, he hasn't committed any major wrongs. I'll just teach him a lesson. Hey, fella Furmish Nut, what's the big idea? Remember this next time you feel like playing jet pilot. Superman, please permit me conversation. So he's put him on top of Empire State Building, I think, in his car. I wish Superman would think before he acts. It'll cost a fortune to get the car down. Yeah, and meanwhile our tourists are being bugged. To say nothing of the car interfering with the television transmissions from up here. This aged person has been observing your deeds of late and fears for your health. My health? Old guy, you're talking to Superman. Nobody's healthier than me. Recall, please, your combat with the anti-Superman gang. It occurred while you were an ordinary mortal. And during this unfortunate incident, you were struck a severe blow on the skull. In my humble opinion, your brain was injured when your superpowers were restored. The injury was fixed, made permanent. You are suffering from brain damage. Nonsense. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. You're just jealous because you're weak, like everyone else. Whack. Don't talk to me anymore. I don't want to hear your stupidities. And he's flying off. Shortly, at Ching's apartment, the situation is grave beyond imagining, Diana. The person with Superman's capabilities would be unstoppable should he go berserk. And that, I fear, is precisely what will happen soon. Don't blame yourself. But I do. It is my duty to set the wrong. All right, mine alone. Silence, Diana. I must perform mystic rituals I do not quite understand. Only a fool dares engage the forces of dark magic, yet I must. There is no other way. Thus does the teacher become the fool. A few words muttered in a language long dead, and slowly a pale globe of flame rises from the smoking brazier. Rises and floats through a solid wall. Odd, Diana, and Ching follow. Follow it down the streets of New York City. It's turning a corner. No need to describe the progress, Diana. The heat of the magic fire burns in my heart. Look at the floating bonfire, Edna. They must be filming a commercial. We're in Central Park. I sense boulders ahead and something more. Suddenly, the glowing, shimmering ball stops, hovers above a shrunken, shaking figure. Who or what is that? Unless I am mistaken, a creature from the realm of CRoM. And the doppelganger Superman saying, yes. Realm of CRoM? Yes, a state of alternate possibilities. A place where neither men nor things exist, only unformed, shapeless beings. Tell us your story. So this is a little flashback for you, just to remind you. Haltingly, brokenly, the creature responds, tells of the massive chain reaction which destroyed all kryptonite on Earth. As narrated in Superman 233 from January 1971. Balloon. The same explosion which momentarily opened a rift between this universe and the realm of CRoM. From that rift, an invisible mist escaped, passed over Superman's unconscious body, and sunk into the desert sand, there to remain, charged with Superman's mental and physical variations, as we saw, of course. Slowly, gradually, the bits of sand beneath it changed, took on form, became alive. A psychic link had been established. Thus, every time the being from CRoM passed close to Superman, there was an exchange of powers, sometimes even from a distance. Individually, powers were momentarily sapped, as we saw this over the past few issues. The Man of Steel grew progressively weaker as the CRoMer grew mightier. So at least we now know what that sand creature's called. I've read that one already. I must have put that in twice. Apologies for that. Until you became a double for Superman, and Ching's magic removed your strength again. Yes, the strength, the flight, the invulnerability, most of the intelligence. I am reverting to nothingness. I am dying. Still, should you come into contact with Superman, you would regain all you lost. And he, in turn, would lose it. We may hope. Indeed, let us find a telephone and put my plan into action. You have an idea, says Diana. Off they go, into the gathering dusk. unaware that there is a hole in the air between Earth and CRoM, and that from it slips another invisible mist, unformed and searching. Pay the closest attention now, for events will come thick and fast. First, let us follow Ching, Diana, and the Pseudo Superman to the lavish penthouse atop the Galaxy building where Clark Kent's boss, Morgan Edge, lives. I can hear no one stirring in Mr. Edge's quarters, Diana. If you can't hear them, they aren't there. I guess nice girls shouldn't even know how to pick locks. But such abilities are standard equipment for a Wonder Woman. Go to the telephone and summon Clark Kent. You think I'll be able to weaken him? Hope that's true. At that very instant, the trio is being observed from behind a trick mirror. This hidden room is completely soundproofed. No way they can find out I'm here. Who is this mystery man? We'll find out in due time. Clark sounded a touch nasty, but he's coming. Meanwhile, the CRoM mist has wafted downtown to Chinatown, where a mammoth parade is wending past the colourful shops. It hesitates, then moves towards the statue of an oriental war demon. In an instant, the invisible mist penetrates the statue and causes it to come alive. Even as this is happening, Superman arrives at the Edge apartment. Crash. I don't feel like using doors or windows either. The wall is good enough for me. Why'd you call, Diana? Want my autograph? I've got to keep his attention for a few seconds. I hate cheapening a kiss, but I just wanted to give you this. Can't blame you. Superman feels it then, the sudden pull at the roots of his being. The thing. Got to escape, and he crashes through the window. There was a reason you did not grasp him, yes. Because of the psychic link between us, it would be doomed for either one to touch the other. A cataclysmic explosion would be the result. I'll pursue him, take further abilities from him. Ching, you look worried. I fear we have unleashed woeful forces upon the world, Diana. I sense impending disaster. While high above, it's after me. It wants to weaken me. Just like everyone else, it hates me. But I'm still Superman. I can outsmart it.
But can you really?
Can he? It expects me to fly out to sea. Instead, I'll circle back towards New York, elude the thing in those cloud banks. Huh? Something's wrong below. Those people are in a dead panic, running as though their lives were in danger. Maybe I can help. So in this minute of stress, Superman forgets his own danger. His instincts take control of him, and he swoops low toward the crowd. That child, he'll be trampled unless I can get to him. In time.
Come on, mister, I can go 10 times the speed of light. I'm worried about whether or not he can get to me.
Well, that's it. So, easy there, son. You're okay. The giant is coming, he says. Poor Tyke, scared out of his head, imagining monsters. Something scared that crowd. I'd better see what. Suddenly, dizzy, sick. I'm being drained again like never before. Can't stay conscious. Oh no. And he gets picked up by this animated being and gets dragged off. And in the next issue, the Man of Steel and his eerie double join forces to combat the greatest menace ever. The surprising outcome is guaranteed to make an unforgettable chapter in the Superman saga. The end. Until next week.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the cover to next week probably has Superman sleeping.
Well, you never know. It might do, because we've seen that many a time, have we not?
Man, there were so many covers where the hero had been knocked out. It's like, this is not a great selling point.
No, that's it. So
we just kept saying that. It's like, why do you keep knocking these guys out and expecting people to have respect for them? They're always laying there sleeping.
They are. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that issue.
And we'd be back next week to kill this story.
Yes, we will. We will be back next week to for the conclusion of this 6 or 7 part story.
Yeah. So we got other stuff. You guys know every week we do stuff.
We do.
We have Dave's eBay. We're gonna pull up Dave's eBay real quick, show you what he's got.
Yeah, we can do a quick eBay. Yeah.
This week it's Testament number 2 through 14.
Yeah, I've got a few issues of that title, so I just grouped it all together because I've not got a full set. So I just picked the issues that I had and just put them all together. So got all the covers there and a few sample pages from the inside. So that gives you an idea as to what's what.
Yeah, the link, here we go. This is all right. Here we go. We got some covers.
Yeah, there's some good covers actually. You know, they're quite good. Some of them covers, quite well drawn. Interesting covers.
I don't think I've ever even heard of this comic.
Have you not? Ah. Yeah. I'm not sure when it was published. I'm thinking it's about 10 or 11 years old, something like that. 10 or 12 years old. I can't just remember. Unless it says somewhere on the page, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh, 2006.
Oh, 2006, right. Okay. That's a few years ago then.
So yeah, Silver_Surfer_1, over 2,500 positive results. You're going to get your stuff.
Yeah.
Drop a bid, whatever. Do the thing, people. If you do eBay, then there's something you can go check out.
That's it. Yeah, have a look and see what you think.
Yeah. Now we have more.
We do. We have a short story, which is called Marbles.
It's called Marbles?
Marbles, yeah. It's a strange title for a short sci-fi story, but yeah, it's called Marbles.
Now, is this one of our Ditko specials?
No, this is not a Ditko. This is not a Ditko. This is by it's let me see. It's somebody called B. Well, there's no credits actually. It says somebody called B. Craigton. Craigton. It's an oldish one, so they never used to put the credits on, did they? You know, like back in the.
We found a lot of them where they didn't credit anybody for any of the work. It's like.
Well, that's it. So I must admit, I'm not sure just who the artist is on this particular one, to be fair. So I don't think it's Ditko, though. I don't think it's Ditko. But who knows? But it's a fun story. It's a fun story. So I'll. It's called Marbles, and I shall start it off for you. So there's quite a bit of reading to do in this one, so just bear with me. So it was a solemn moment for the carefully picked and extensively trained crew of the X-17. After long months, they now stood upon the threshold of fame and fortune. A glorious adventure for them twinkled beckoningly. from the vast black void overhead. The X-17 was to be the first man-carrying rocket to be launched from Earth. They would be the first Earthmen to reach another planet. The four men stared up at the star-studded heavens in awe and fascination. Look at them up there, waiting for us. Stars, planets, the whole universe, just waiting. Funny, for all we know, those bright little pinpoints we see up there might be nothing but shiny marbles, shiny little marbles, he's thinking. Don't worry, Hollis. Those stars up there are a lot bigger than marbles, and they can't be played with either, not without getting your fingers burned. Some of those fireballs up there have, we don't know how many million degrees of heat burning them up. Not the one we are going to land on, I hope. Poor kid, the one we're going to land on, Mars doesn't burn like a star. Mars is a planet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a momentous hour in the history of mankind. The launching ceremony began. The battery of loudspeakers droned over the hushed crowd of gathered notables. The first spaceship capable of reaching other planets is ready for its perilous journey. In a few moments, a button will be pushed. World will contact world. The universe will shrink, and man will be its shrinker. All the years of research, all the experimentation and theory and trial and error were almost over. As the X-17 with its hand-picked crew hurtles through space to its destination, every inch of its trip will be recorded here on Earth. Every experience of the men within her alloy shell will be noted down. We will be in constant communication. The loudspeaker droned on. The general turned to the crew members, McGraw, Hollis, Enkers, and Danton. Every precaution has been taken for your safety. Every scientific device, every comfort known to man has been placed at your disposal. You will be as safe a million miles out in space as you would be in your own bed at home. The general lifted the champagne bottle. Today you stand as Columbus stood over 450 years ago, on the brink of the unknown. May you make as stupendous and exciting a discovery as he made in his day. I hereby launch the first planet-bound rocket, the X-17. Moments later, within the X-17, four men lay in their shock couches, awaiting their destiny. Ready, Captain McGraw? Ready, sir. A finger moved, buttons clicked. Safety, click. Ready, release. Fire, click. And man reached for the stars with an ear-splitting roar. Yes, man reached for the stars with a needle-nosed monster that spit and howled and shuddered, and leaped up into the blackness of a finger of orange flame. It's out of sight. May God be with them. They are in his hands now. For the first few days of the Pioneer space voyage, the reports came in as expected. This is McGraw of the X-17. Everything is proceeding according to plan. Ship is performing beautifully. No instrument failures. You're coming through to us clearly. How do you read us? We hear you fine, McGraw. But by the end of the second week, a curious note had crept into the communications. The message came from McGraw, sir. He wants to know if we want the data exactly as he and the others see it. Well, of course, blast it. What else have they been doing? What's data worth if it's not accurate? Tell McGraw to cut out the comedy. And by the end of the third week, I don't understand it, sir. Not at all. The X-17 is making good headway. They've encountered little or no difficulty. And yet, the data, these reports, well, what about these reports? Sir, if these reports are correct, if we're able to believe these reports, then our entire concept of the universe has to be revised. Revised? What the juice are you talking about? McGraw says the further the ship gets from Earth, the smaller their destination seems to get. What? Why, that's nonsense. They must be pulling your leg. Contact them at once. Yes, sir. This is Earth calling X17. This is Earth calling X17. Come in, X17. This is McGraw on X17. What's up? I just gave you my report. McGraw, this is General Butler. What's this all about? You say your destination is getting smaller? It got smaller, sir. We just passed it. It was no bigger than a bouncing ball. Eckers donned a suit and went out and picked it up. We have it in the ship.
Yeah, nothing good comes from that. Nothing good ever comes from putting something on your ship.
No, Mars, in your ship? No bigger than a rubber ball. McGraw, do you know what you're saying? Yes, sir. And we have changed course. We're going to go over and pick up Venus. The way it looks, sir, we have disproved all astronomical theory. Everything in space is no bigger than is seen by our largest telescopes on Earth in reality. Wow. Across the cold void crackled the electronic hum of human conversation as a lone spaceship trailed a zigzag course through black empty space. Reports that mocked man's knowledge, data that laughed at science. Uranus is no bigger than a volleyball. We've taken it aboard. Jupiter is like a rubber balloon, light as a feather. You could no more land on Venus than an elephant could sit on a pinhead. On Earth, scientists and army officers and government men looked up into space at the stars and the planets gleaming like so many diamonds. What are they talking about? What are they trying to do? What's the matter with them? And the other chap says, don't you know? While out in space, the X-17 roamed aimlessly through the void. Some of the crew are having a game of catch with Mercury. Others are playing ring toss with Saturn's rings. We gave them every scientific development known to man. We trained them, tested them, proved to ourselves they were good men, capable men, that we could count on them. But what we hadn't counted on was space. The stars. Look at the stars. They're nothing but marbles. Bright, shiny marbles. Come on, let's play marbles. We hadn't counted on the effect of space on man's mind, the extreme vastness of it. Throwing man up into that vastness, we hadn't counted on the mental changes that would occur when man was subject to space travel. This is McGraw on the X-17. You should be with us now. Ha ha. What a time we're having. I'm through calling back reports. I'm going to join the others. We have the universe in our hands. Ha ha. Hey, fellows, wait for me. Yes, the X-17 is manned by a crew, driven insane, utterly insane. Hey, fellas, I can't play anymore. I sob. I've lost all my marbles. The end. There you go. What did you make of that one, Pops?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah?
See, I was afraid they were going to come back to Earth and it was going to be too small to land on.
Well, yeah, I did think that myself at one point, I must admit. I did think that, but yeah, they'd basically been driven in utterly insane by the vastness of space. So
Crazy
there you go.
Crazy stuff. All right.
Yeah.
So, we're not done. We got more.
Not yet.
We got.
What, yeah, we have.
I actually have something that dropped in the mailbox.
Have you? Oh, right. Okay.
So I'm gonna take over for a minute before Dave's spinner rack, and
Yeah, that's all right.
y'all can look at my ugly face for a minute.
That's all right. I can see you, Pops.
Picked up a little something from our friend, host of the Kebersile Network.
Mm.
Dang, this thing is glued shut. Holy crap!
It's well fastened in by the sound of it.
Yeah, I don't want to get that crap all over my knife. So, yeah, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. At least it's well packaged, Pops, so it shouldn't be damaged.
I knew Kevin was sending me something good, good. For those of you who know, Art Flyer, number 2. Number 2.
Very nice.
This is Kevin Davis. He does 4 o'clock show on Fridays, Kebersile Network. Give me a little look at the inside.
Yeah, nice.
I just reread number 1, so I was ready, so I could be ready for this.
Yeah.
Back cover. So yeah, I'm gonna go read this.
Very nice too, that.
Right after the show. Some of you may have noticed that our boy Matthew Craig announced that Beacon's Trial, I think 2nd or 3rd book in his series, is going to be released on July 17th. I just finished proofreading that for him, so he it's good. It's good stuff. I had never read the first one, so proofreading the second one made me want to go back and figure out what's up with this stuff.
Yeah.
And, it interested me enough to want to go back and read the first one. Anyhow, Dave, do we have a spinner rack entry today?
We do, yes. I'm just going to pop it under the camera for you here. And this is it. This is another one from my spinner rack. There you go. You see that?
Yes, we can. The Man from Uncle.
Yeah, The Man from Uncle. You know, the old TV series from the 60s. Yeah, there was only 2 issues of this done, and I haven't got the second issue. I've only got the first one, published by Millennium Comics. I haven't seen the second issue anywhere. I don't know what it looks like or anything, so I've only got this one, but it's got a good cover on it. It's called The Birds of Prey Affair, and yeah, it's. I'll tell you when it was published. Where was it published? It was published in what's that say? 1993. There you go. 1993 it was published, and that's who drew it and wrote it and that. You see that?
Yeah.
There you go. So this is what some of the artwork looks like on the inside. It's kind of like it's got a bit of old-fashioned style of colouring. I think it's not like bright colours, but it's quite nicely drawn. There you go. So that's the old Uncle headquarters there, the tailor's shop. See that? And then some foreign invader robot going in and smashing the place up. Mm. A few angled panels going on and stuff as well. Quite nicely laid out, really.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm. And that's your splash page, which is a few pages in. So it's a bit like sort of based a bit on the first actual episode of Man from Uncle, you know, because that kind of happens in the first episode where, you know, it kind of flows along that way with a bit more futuristic robot thing going on.
Yeah.
And I haven't read that. I haven't actually read this issue either yet, but I need to. I need to read it. But the trouble is, I haven't got part two, so I think it ends on a cliffhanger.
Oh,
That's
you'd have to
that. That's the only trouble. You know, when you get a two-part story, you've only got the first part, and you don't know what happens.
that was part of the book, Dave. You know,
Say again.
that was part of their hook.
Well, that's it.
You know,
That's it.
leave it on a cliffhanger so you come by the next one.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. So I think it's got a cliffhanger. We'll find out in a minute when we get to the end. But so you know, it's not too badly drawn. I don't think. You know, you can tell who the characters are. Like
Right.
you got Mr. Waverly there,
Right.
and then you've got Elia and Napoleon Solo there. You know, you can tell who the characters are. Another page.
Very nice.
So I'd never seen this. I'd never seen this before. I just happened to spot it at one of the comic marts I went to, and there's no adverts in this book either. So it's all completely story. You know.
So, did you find anything else cool at your?
Yeah, I got an art book from another British artist who knows Tim Perkins. I might show you some of that next week actually, if you want to see it.
Yeah.
You know, some nice it's like an art book of commissions that he's done. You know, for various people over the years. So it's quite a nice book, and I bought a couple of prints as well. So yeah, I might just dig that. I might just dig that out for you next week if you want. You can have a look.
Sounds good to me.
And that was the final part of that's the cliffhanger, as it says there. Next on the wing. And that's just the back inside page, and that's the back cover.
That's pretty
There you
nice.
go.
Pretty nice.
Well, that's it, Pops.
What company made that?
This was published by Millennium. Hang on. Published by Millennium Publications Inc. Yeah. Millennium Publications Inc. I've never heard of them before.
Me neither. But
So
you gotta know these things, right? We gotta know these things.
no, that's it. Absolutely right. But the cover's quite eye catching, really. Yeah. So there you have it. Oh, I've got one tiny more thing. I don't know if you'll be able to. Oops, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but this was a little sample of an actual meteorite.
Really?
That I've had for a long time. I don't know if you can read what it says on there, but it says.
It says meteorite.
It does.
Let's see, stardust for something pictures.
Yeah, it's just a bit hard. It's that small a writing, even I can hardly read it, to be fair. But that is it's a meteorite. Hang on, I'll put it behind a white background. You might be able to see it better.
It's a piece of a meteorite.
Those are fragments of an actual genuine meteorite.
That's something.
And that's the back of it.
Cool.
Not bad, is it?
And they had those at the show, or that's
No. I've had this a long time, Pops.
okay.
I've had this a long time. I need my magnifying glass. Where has it gone? Hang on a minute. Where's it gone? Oh yeah, I see it. You see it? Let's get the magnifying glass out. You know how it is when you need your magnifying glass?
Yeah, that's why I got a pair of glasses everywhere, Dave.
Yeah, it's it's that small though, right? And even with a magnifying glass, I'm struggling to read it, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, let me try my other magnifying glass. I've got a spare one. Hang on. Let's see. This one might be better. Let's have a look. This one might be better. Let's just put that on there and see. Do it this way. Right. Here we go. It's stardust from the Kola and Plateau SRC 12 meteor. It's got an authentication number, and it says on the back, meteor information. Scientists believe that the Kalahari Plateau meteor was traveling at approximately 75,000 miles an hour. And space fact, when a very large star dies, the gravitational force left behind is so great that it forms a black hole. And it says this is to certify that the particles in this card are from an actual falling star. And that's
where it landed.
Well, no, I think it's just a meteor that they've hang on, that they've just sort of put a tiny, really tiny fragments. I mean, they're that tiny you can hardly see them. Just about see them there, maybe.
I just wondered if it's debris from impact or they got some kind of space scooper.
I don't know. It's just something that they've encapsulated in plastic, like it's a bit like
I might have to look up the meteor now and see if it was impact somewhere.
Yeah, but it's from the KALAHAN, and the second word is PLATEAU, SRC 12 meteor. So that's the information for that.
Okay, cool. I might look that up just to find.
There you go. I'll just leave it there for you. There you go. Right.
Perfectly. All right, Dave, I think that's it.
I think so, Pops. Yeah. I think that covers everything for today.
All right. I think I'm going to go make some brunch.
Yeah. Well, I'll be having some tea when I finish now. So we're going to have a chicken burger and some crisps and a cup of tea or something like that to keep me going.
There you go. I'm thinking of egg, sausage, and hash browns. That's what
I'm thinking. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. So it sounds good, that, Pops.
Yeah. I'm hungry. Yeah. All right, people. I'll play a couple of trailers on the way out of here. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Been a pleasure as always.
I think we'll be back about 2:00 with Drink with Brink.
Very good.
Peace, everybody.
Catch you next time, Pops.
Bye-bye, Dave.
Bye for now, Pop.
It's a place to celebrate heroes that have passed. A place to remember great deeds and past battles. And the place where evil now waits to strike. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 2. Crowdfunding on fundmycomic.com.
Last days of the bad moon, last days of the bad moon. Whose utopia? The last days of the bad moon. Whose utopia?
Dr. Mall? Yeah, this is Detective Marcus Fulton with Connection County Sheriff's Department, and I have a case I need your help with.
How many bodies?
2. Both ritual killings, both males, no obvious connection.
Are you a hunter, Mr. Fulton?
As much as I can be.
Good. Because we're about to hunt the most elusive apex predator there is.
Well, then you better get a good night's sleep. I'll see you tomorrow.
Some killers, they want to be found. Some want to be caught. They want to see their own headlines. This man is not interested in any of that. He's on a mission. He's not going to stop. He's not going to make any mistakes.
There's a reason the res is where it is. Hell, even the local tribes haven't been up there in 200 years. They say even the land is evil.
I don't believe in that kind of evil.
Maybe you should.
Hey, what's up? This is Kel Mitchell, and you are watching Madness Entertainment Group. Woo!
Ozzy, what are you doing? Come and have a look at this lovely book that was sent over.
You're wrapping in the perpendicular.
Oh, go on and spit the bat out your mouth. No one can understand you like that.
Say how 5 dentists and all.
Oh, well, that's not much better. Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.